I would normally ask you about your ESG strategy, but it sounds like it's the very purpose of the company in terms of what you're aiming to do to help people. Please, could you explain that?
Yeah, no, that's right, Annabelle. I mean, one of the reasons we set up Literacy was to provide recurring income or revenue to charities. And so we committed at the foundation of the fund to give away 0.9% of the fund's assets every year in cash to literacy-focused charities. One of the largest beneficiaries of those donations is a charity called Bookmark Reading. Bookmark provides volunteers, which it attracts vets, trains into primary schools to help 5 to 7-year-olds that are identified as struggling with their reading to catch up with their peer group, because if they don't get that one-on-one support, then they tend to kind of get left behind, which has all sorts of consequences for them in the remaining years of their education and also for the rest of their life. So yeah, since we set ourselves up in 2017, we've given away 6.4, nearly 6.5 million pounds away to charity. Last year, the annual donation was 2.3 million. And so as the trust expands and grows and, linked to the success of our portfolio companies, then the donations get bigger, which again is a very attractive feature when we're speaking to portfolio companies or prospective portfolio companies. They can see that for us, it's not just about making money for shareholders. It's also about a wider social purpose and good as well, which has been particularly appealing to many people that we speak to.
I can understand that. I mean, you're having a significant impact on those children's lives, and that is just so important. Helen, obviously, I'd like to talk about your ESG strategy. Do you think private equity investment companies can be a force for good?
Absolutely. I mean, I think ESG these days is absolutely core to the private equity model. In fact, we were one of the first signatories to the UNPRI back in 2007, so a very long time ago. And it's been integrated into our investment processes, our due diligence processes, and to our monitoring ever since then. So clearly we take it very seriously. I think what's changed over the last 15 years is that increasingly the private equity industry sees it not only as a way of mitigating risk, but also as adding value. And because of the model of private equity, because of the strong governance involved, private equity managers can actually have a huge impact on what's going on at the underlying portfolio company level. You don't have this sort of principal agent sort of risk that you have in quoted businesses. So they're very close to the portfolio companies. They're trying to build businesses over the long term, which will be more valuable, and therefore, businesses that that are robust on both the E, the S, and the G.
Yes, well, that is really important. Colin, what are your views on this? What's your strategy? Can it be a force for good?
Sure. So, I mean, we're lucky in that being on a platform like ICG's, which has been a leader in ESG initiatives. In particular, ICG was one of the first managers to initiate science-backed climate targets. And that knowledge within the firm helps us partner with our third-party managers. One of the key components of our diligence approach when looking at both existing and new managers is looking for managers that share our ESG values and our values more broadly about making returns in the right way. I think just to reiterate what Helen just said, I think the PE's active management style, it lends itself very well to being able to execute ESG initiatives. And because PE is a very long-term time horizon, and of course, things like science-backed climate targets very much rely on having that long-term horizon to be able to successfully execute and implement them. So I think very much, it is a strength for private equity, the ability to execute on ESG initiatives.